Hey mate, I said, hey mate, there's a favour. Is there any chance one of yous, just one of yous, will sell us your dog chew? Oh why? Suit yourself. Bloody ignorant. Hey mate, sell us your bull. Dennis, come on son. Why you good looking? Sell us your jawbone. Go on Dennis son. How? This way. Come on. Hey mate, sell us your shit pipe. Why it's fresh. Right. So welcome back to the Blot Outdoor Show, Mandingos. And thank you for joining me on another foodie Friday night video. Yes, it's Thursday of the day, and this is our last day of a 4-night break with the family. Me, Mrs. Blot, with a sexy bot, and my son Preston. And then we've got the 3 pugs, Dennis, Denzel, and Ernest Shackleton. Ernie for short. Messi stopped at home. My good friend Taylor, he stops and watches the house for us. Messi keeps him a little bit company. I like to go off on good walks like I'm doing now, and Messi just can't do it anymore. You've got to pick him up. You can't keep up with the 2 younger plugs. They're a bit too much for him, so it's cruel to try and bring him out and make him walk too far, and having to pick him up isn't ideal, if you know what I'm talking about, my manny dingles. Yeah, so poor Mrs. Blood has been ill all week. Not quite as bad as the man flu. You guys know what I'm talking about. These ladies, they haven't got a clue what we suffer with the old man flu. But she has been really poorly. She's going to join in tonight on the takeaway review. And fingers crossed she joins me later on, because I'm going to do a little world famous Wasky review as well. Last night, my son Preston, he started to feel really poorly. Bad guts. Then he started vomiting. Temperature. The old 2 bob bits, if you know what I'm talking about. So it stopped us from doing what we were going to do today. We were going to head off down to Wastwater. My son's got a drone. He was going to fly his drone while me and Mrs. Blot take the dogs for a walk. Which way do I go? Down here, I think, guys. Yeah, so them are just chilling out. They've got their feet up, sitting in front of the log burner. I said, right, I'm going out for a walk with Dennis, the old dog dingo, with a big shit pipe. And I'm going to talk to my fan sexualities, you absolute legends. I've got a can of beer in my rucksack there, so as we're walking around, we'll stop. I'll have a beer, we'll talk some more shite. So yeah, it's not going to be quite the same as what my last few weeks videos have been like on a Friday night, where I'm walking around a town centre or a city centre, and I hopefully get chatting to some locals. It's just going to be me. It's going to be my ugly face you've got to put up with, talking shite. Come on, Dennis. But I think that'll do for you, legends. Yeah, while I'm walking, I'll think of a question to answer. We'll talk some random shite. I'll tell you about the nightmare we had on the way over here. Yeah, it's only supposed to be like a 2.5 hour drive, and it took us 5 hours. That'll give us something to talk about and a few Winnie Mandelas. So, yes, my Mandy Dingles, I'm just making my way through the old public bridleway. Looks like I've got the right to roam through these fields. Oh, it stinks. It absolutely stinks of cack. The old cack mandu. Right, I'm going to figure out which way I can walk, and I'll bring you legends back in a few seconds. Lice. How? Ah. Oh. Don't mind that spraying on us. Right folks, just looking for a nice little spot to have me candingo. Looks like there's a little woodland area up there, as you can see. That looks perfect among mandingos, as they say in the mountain villages of Patagonia, to have a beer and talk some shite. I'll see you legends when we get to the woods. Oh yeah! Come on, Dennis. Good dog. Right guys, this looks like a cool little spot to have a good old Jeff beer and talk some shite for a few minutes. Right, I'm just going to drain the lizard, the old Eddie Lizard. I'm going to bring you back. We'll talk some shite. How are son? Oh, poo with Dennis's court. How are son? Good dog. He's as hard as nails. You better believe he is. Yeah, when I bring you back, we'll talk some shite. We'll enjoy a nice can of coronavirus. Ricicles. Oh, where's Dennis, son? Come on, son. Show everybody your jawbone. Have you seen Dennis's jawbone? Jawbone. Why, it's knee size. He's a good dog, aren't you? Eh? He's a good dog, is Dennis. Mwah. And he's the dad to the two little plugs that we've got. Dennis, should I say Denzel and Ernie? He's a good dad, aren't you? Eh? He looks after them, don't you? Eh? You need to start and pay some maintenance though. Greedy bugger. Well guys, you know what time it is. It's beer o'clock. The good old Jeff beer. Nice can of coronavirus. Oh, that hits the spot. And I'm getting some lovely aromas of shite up my Nostradamus, because that's what Farmer Giles is doing. He's spraying the fields. Just before I press record on the old camaraderie, he's just went past there and now he's over there. So if you can hear like an annoying noise of the tractor, apologies for that guys. There's nothing I can do, dingo man dingoes, as they say in the mountain villages of Patagonia. Cheers my mandy dingles. Yeah, so I was on about the nightmare we had over driving from Sunderland over here. We're just a 5-minute drive away from a little town called Egremont. We're basically like out in the sticks. There's a row of about 5 or 6 houses where we are, like cottages, and it's lovely and quiet, nice and peaceful. It's the third time me and Mrs. Blot have been here. God, he's making a right racket down there.
Hey mate, I'm trying to talk to me subscribers. Can you keep the noise down?
Shut up, Dennis. Yeah, so the first time we booked this property, we booked it through booking.com. £60 a night, you can't go wrong. Later on I'll show you around it. The last 2 times we've been here, like the last time and this time, we booked direct with the lady that owns it, and it's only £55 a night if you book direct, so it's absolutely fantastic. It's nothing flash, you know, it's nothing fancy. It's just a nice little cottage, log burner, out in the countryside, perfect for me, going for a walk with the dogs. perfect for spending time with the family and just chilling out. Cheers, Mandingos. I think the tractor's going to come back up this way in a second. Yeah. I'll show you.
Hey, mate. You stink of shite. Stinks.
Aye, so anyway, I'm waffling on already. We left our house about 4 p.m. So we were planning on getting over here 6:30, 7 p.m. You know, stop on the way for a Burger King. a Burger King. Anyway, on the way down, on the way over, part of the A66, which is like a major road that runs from like east to west, the way we were going, there'd been like heavy snowfall. So part of the A66 was closed down. So the sat-nav took us off down all these country roads, through the Middleton Teesdale area, and then over like the Pennines, over some steep hills. It was thick as snow. Loads of other people that abandoned the cars at the side of the road. We saw 2 cars, pardonsky, that were gone over the edge. Fingers crossed the people that were involved in the accidents were okay. We've never heard anything. As you were getting to the top, the very top, before you start to come back down, there was a couple of farmers, absolute legends, yeah. We stopped and we said, hey, thank you very much. Luckily, we didn't need the help from them, but they were towing cars up the icy mountain road. I say a mountain, like a very high hill, you know. They were towing the cars up that were struggling. Luckily, I could put the Land Rover in 4-wheel drive, and I just took me time and got up. Why, I'm some flash bugger. Do you know what I mean, guys? Absolute legends, helping people out. So it took us 5 hours to get here. We stopped at Burger King for half an hour, so a 4.5-hour drive. But it was nerve-wracking, you know, when you're seeing the other cars have skidded over the side and cars in front of you just skidding and they can't move, and then you're stuck because them can't go anywhere. Absolute nightmare. But we got here safe and sound. But like I say, Mrs. Blot has been really poorly all week. She's just starting to feel a little bit better today, but now my son's really poorly. So when I get back, me and Mrs. Blot, we're going to quickly pop down to Egremont, like a 5-minute drive away, 10 minutes max and Paddy. We're going to get some supplies from the little co-op shop that's there. We're going to pop to the chemist and get some stuff that my son needs with him not being well. While I'm there, I'll get a little bit quick footage, the old Nicki Minaj and my camaraderie of the area. I'll put a bit of music over the top of it, like what I used to do on the previous takeaway review videos. And then tonight, when we're sitting chilling, we're going to phone a takeaway in. My son said he fancies a Chinese. Let's see how he feels. And then, yeah, me and Mr. Blot are going to do a takeaway review. I'll show you around the cottage so you can see where we've been staying. I'll probably talk some more shite like I'm doing now and answer another question. Then I'm going to do a world famous Wasky review right at the very end. Hopefully, fingers crossed, I can get Mrs. Blot to join in on that. We'll see, Mandingos. Anyway, guys, I'm nearly finished that Candingo. Me in the legendary Dennis, the pug with the ginormous jawbone. We're going to go back now, and I'll bring you legends back later on when we're back in the cottage, when we're talking some shite, doing a takeaway review, and drinking some whiskey. You better believe it, my man and woman friend sexuals. Rice cakes. Why, you good looking, Dennis. So here we are, my spam dingoes. We've just parked up in the Blotmobile in the main street in Egremont. We were going to have a Chinese. There's 3 different Chinese takeaways here. So we thought there's bound to be one that's really good. Mrs. Blot's been asking the people in the Co-op and in the Herons little supermarket. And then she asked a couple of random people as well in the street. And everyone has said they're all shite. All 3 Chinese takeaways in Egremont is shite. That's not us saying that. That's just what the general public is saying. So we have been told there's a fish and chip shop. That's supposed to be really nice. Yes, I know, fish and chips again, but we've got to play it safe. And it's just there. You can see right there, and it's called Fraser's. The old Dr. Fraser crane. I've had a quick look in to make sure it's cod and not haddock, because my son Preston's sitting in the back there. He only likes the old cod neck. He isn't into the drug addicts, if you know what I'm talking about. We noticed on the menu as well, they had like Cumberland sausages. What was the patty called?
Cumberland sausage and stuffing.
Cumberland patty. It was like a Cumberland... was it Cumberland sausage and patty?
No, Cumberland sausage and stuffing, patty.
Well, I'm some lyrical genius, yeah.
Right.
Mrs. Blot's right. I'm talking shite as usual.
As usual.
So, yeah, we'll get some fish and chips. We'll get that Cumberland sausage patty, wherever that is. We'll get a Cumberland sausage. And they've done some fancy pies as well, didn't they? Some flavour pies that you don't normally see in your typical fish and chip shop. So
Mango
I'm going to just
pie.
let Mrs. Blot choose.
Mango pie.
Mango pie, is that what it said? I didn't even notice that. Anyway, I'm going to let Mrs. Blot choose. So yeah, we're going to walk in a Winnie Mandela. Haven't got permission to record as usual, so I'll point the camera down. Hiya, you alright? And yeah, she can choose. See you in a minute. Right.
Got a mouth full of nuts.
Matron.
Wait, no.
Are you ready, Mrs. Blot? Come on then. Let's go, Mandingos. Go on, mate. Go before me.
I'll ask you what you just about fish you want and then.
Yes, guys, Mrs. Blot's got the scrandingo. The plan dingo is, let's get back up the cottage and do some serious brochure munching Gladbach. Right. Right, so here we are, folks, back at the cottage. The beautiful Mrs. Blot is just unloading the bag. Let's see what we've got. £45 that came to altogether. I know that seems a lot, but we got 2 fish and chips. Me and Mrs. Blot's just going to share fish lot because we also got a battered jumbo sausage. We've got this big, long Cumberland sausage. Mrs. Blot chose that. Matron. We've got this cheesy rissolie patty.
Cheese and onion patty.
Cheese and onion. We asked, what is it? No, cheese, onion, potato. But on the menu it said cheese rissolie. What else did we get? Pies. We've got a mint and onion pie, spring roll,
Chicken pie.
chicken and mushroom pie, curry sauce, the old curry katona, gravy, mushy peas, a bread bun. Them called it a tea cake in there, but it's not a tea cake. The tea cake has like currency and stuff like that, but who gives a shit?
Dry toast.
So, well, you got 2 bread rolls. Right, guys, anyway, let's get this laid out. Hand the fish and chips over to young Preston because he's absolutely Hank Marvin. And when I bring you back, me and Mrs. Blot will be sitting there. We'll be getting stuck right in. You know it makes total sense. Yes, guys, here we go. Time for me and the beautiful Mrs. B to get stuck in this. Like I told you earlier on, she's been feeling under the weather all week and she hasn't really eaten much. So, you'll be looking forward to this, are you?
I think we're just getting a bit too much, but
I think we went over the top, but I've done fish and chip shop reviews loads of times before, so we want to try a few different things. Obviously we've got the fish and chips. That's the cheese rissolie patty. Basically it's cheese, onion and potato. Normal battered sausage, spring roll. Mrs. Blot chose that. Large Cumberland sausage. Amazing. She'll keep that for later. I'm only joking. Half of that's for me son, so we'll pass that for him in a seconda. Chicken and mushroom pie. Mince and onion pie. Mince and onion.
Mince and onion.
Mince and onion. Mince and onion.
Onion.
Please. Gravy. Curry katona. And a couple of buttered blondingos. Pickled egg. A pickled Dr. leg, which I wasn't bothered about. Mrs. Blot chose that. Right, are we going to crack on? You need to half that flesh. Let me try a chipperoni. Nice thick chip.
Stuck it.
Mm-hmm.
I love that bit.
Get that on there. Oh, yes. Half them chipperonis. Get them on there, Mrs. B. Greasy fingers. That'll ding dang do for this mandingo. Oh, that was nice. Nice thick chips. Cooked all the way through.
Oh,
Lovely, lovely.
fingers.
I'm going to go straight in. I'm going to try some fish.
Me as well. Straight for the fish.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. That is a thing of black beauty.
I knew you were going to say that.
That's what I'm talking about. That is exactly what I'm talking about.
Butter's nice, isn't it, as well?
Right. That batter's not soggy at all.
No, some people cook and it's like soggy underneath. That's perfect, that. Well done.
Brilliant start.
Look, it's nice, that.
Can't complain about that. That's a decent quality piece of fish. Shared between the two of us. Look at how thick that is.
As thick as you.
It's not as thick as me.
That's nice.
That is quality. Very nice indeed.
I'll try some chips now.
If you hear any puffing and panting, it's not coming from Mrs. Blot. It's from the dogs.
Dog dingoes.
They're on the hunt for some scrandingo. That was lovely, that.
Chips are nice as well, aren't they? They're nice, them. I'll have one more and I'm going to try this spring roll.
Yeah. We'll try it together as we go along.
And try some curry on the chips.
Like you see, she's been poorly, guys. But it's nothing like man flu. There's only us blokes who know what man flu's like. These women, they think giving birth is bad. You've got no idea what man flu's like.
You're heading for bruising in a bit.
Right. Are you trying the curry katona? Let's give it a go. Yeah. Like your typical fish shop. Curry sauce. Nice. I tell you what.
It's more like a Chinese curry though. Before you used to get the curry sauce and they used to have loads of bits in, like proper traditional
Aye.
curry sauce.
Aye.
I think now a lot of them's doing like a Chinese version now.
Chinese version Van Dyke.
Like,
Chip bloody. Oh, look at that, guys. That is a thing of beauty. It is. Look at that. Probably could have done with a few more chips in, but
that's nice. While I'm waiting for you, I'm gonna cut some of this.
you go for it. A vegetable spring roll.
Oh God, that's massive, that. What was that for?
You going to try anything?
I'm going to try the spring roll, yeah.
Spring roll, yeah. I'll try the spring roll.
I love a spring roll on me.
And I've got some curry tuna sauce on my plate there as well. Tasty. A little bit spicy and all, isn't it? Like a spicy vegetable. Spring roll.
Oh, it's nice, that, isn't it? Trying to think it's got like taste back on it. I can't put my finger on it.
It's definitely got some sort of spices in it.
Oh, I'm dribbling.
Because the spring rolls are nice, but they can be a bit boring, can't they? They can be a bit bland. That's got a nice little kick to it.
Isn't that like got some sort of curry, like katsu curry or something in it?
Katsik.
No, katsu curry.
Katsu. I thought you said katsik.
No, not katsu.
Yeah, it might have. But not bad.
That is nice.
Everything so far, spot on.
Right, I'm moving on to. I'm going to move on to sausage.
Right, so I'm going to have another couple of bites of this and then I'll pour it aside.
You know about that?
I don't want to get two full dingo mandingos when I've got all this to try.
That is nice, that.
Don't worry, folks. If there's anything left, nothing will go to waste. When you've got Preston and the 3 dogs.
And you'll have it the next morning. That's a nice battered sausage, that.
I'll give it a blast. Finger blast.
And read you like a book.
You knew I was going to say that? You would think I say the same things all the time, wouldn't you? Mandingo, you're boring. You keep saying the same things all the time. It's the same catchphrases every week. Yes, that's why they're called catchphrases. Stop crying about it.
The battered sausage is lovely, isn't it? It's a nice battered sausage.
Yeah, you don't normally lost for words when you talk about sausage. Oh, matron. Let's try that. Gravy.
It's nice beef gravy, though, isn't it?
It is. That would have been nice on a chip butty.
Well, I was going to say it to you, but
Chip butty and gravy. Like what I used to have back at school.
I would have chip butty, gravy, and then mushy peas on the top.
I haven't tried the mushy peas yet.
I've tried them.
I'll try some mushy peas with the mince pie. Yeah, spot on.
Nice pork sausage.
I tell you what, the amount of times we've been on holiday, off camera, you know, when we haven't been recording anything, and we've tried fish and chip shops. Definitely when we've been to places like Scarborough and Blackpool, and we always choose something shite, don't we? We do, because there's that many different ones to choose from. We always pick something shite. But it was the locals the day that said, try Fraser's. Brilliant.
Sorry,
Go on.
when Blackpool got fish and chips, the last time we got fish and chips, and the bird shitting you in Preston.
Yeah. Mainly went on Preston, didn't it?
I know, I love Reese food.
Went
and
all over Preston's court while he was eating his food. Obviously he wouldn't eat it. I just flicked the shit off at me and I hurt. I wasn't bothered.
No, you did, didn't you?
Just peel the butter off, It's only a bit of bird shit and get stuck in. You got to, haven't you? Got to watch them pennies.
Honestly, they'd be thinking you're joking. He did.
2 rights, mandingos.
Yeah, try that. Get a mouthful of that.
Mince pie. Well, I'm going to have some peas with that. Pass me a fork, please.
Oh, fuck off.
Thank you. Nice mint and onion pie. Oh yes. There's some mushy glaze.
See, I like these pies. I like the fish up pies. Mince and onion. They're beautiful.
Aye, that's a good quality pie, that.
Isn't it?
Reminds of the pies when you go to the football matches. Them pucker pies, aren't they?
I was going to say, it's like a pucker pie, is
Pucker.
it?
But when you go to the match, they charge you about £7 for a pie. In the football stadiums, I think that was about £3, something like that.
I'm doing that.
That's a good quality pie, yeah. And with them mushy peas on, makes it even better.
Try a bit of gravy on.
Oh yes, my Mandy Dingles.
What's this one? Is this this was chicken and leek, wasn't it?
Aye. I said chicken and mushroom, but it's
No,
not.
chicken and leek.
Chicken and leek.
I've never tried a chicken and leek pie from the fish shop.
Oh yes, pet. You ding dang do for this man dingo. Chicken leg pie. Here we go. Watch still piping hot.
I'm not keen on this one.
Oh, I like it, mate.
I prefer the mince.
Nice so. There's nothing wrong with it.
Do you know what it is? I think you were right. It has got mushrooms in. I think it's chicken, mushrooms and leek.
Chicken leg and mushrooms.
I look like mushroom. No, I'll stick with this one.
Nice. Yeah, I think the mince pie was slightly better. But there was nothing wrong with that chicken and leek.
No, there's nothing wrong with it. Just not my cup of tea. I like a mince pie. Mince pie and a steak pie.
Whew. Starting to get full now, guys.
I've got sausage.
Still got some more things to try. So, what we're going to go for next, we're going to try the Cumberland sausage.
No, keep that for last.
Keep that for last, yeah.
The best for last.
Mrs. Blot always likes a bit of sausage at the end of the night. Oh, matron.
Richmond sausages.
Richmond sausages are horrible, aren't they?
No.
She loves them. I think they're crap. Right. What next? I'll have a bit more of this pie, mince pie, and a few more mushy peas while you sort the next thing out.
I'll have a patty.
So on the menu that said cheese rissoles patty. I asked the lady behind the counter, she went basically it's cheese, onion and potato.
I'll put it in here. I need it. I'll wait for you to catch up.
That is a good quality pie, guys. Sells your viral infection. Yeah, son. You might as well take that.
Aye.
Good lad. What football top you got on?
Chelsea.
Chelsea. He's not a Chelsea fan, by the way. He's a Sunderland fan. But he collects football shirts. He must have about 200 football
I
shirts.
wouldn't like to think. He's obsessed with them, isn't he?
He's even got a Middlesbrough shirt, yeah. He just about accepted a Middlesbrough shirt. We said Newcastle. No. Sorry, my Geordie friends. I've got loads of subscribers from Newcastle and they've been nothing but great to this man Dingo. So, anyway, that's enough of that shite.
Well, my mum's from Newcastle. That's where she was born.
There you go. Right.
Pass this tea towel quickly, please. And I'll get
Sorry,
stuck
guys.
in. There we go.
There you go. I'm back. Surprise.
Right, okay.
What's
stuck
next?
in.
Cheese patty. Now, for me, on the eye, that doesn't look nice at all.
I think it's a bit burnt at the bottom.
It almost looks like it's got egg mayonnaise in
Do
there.
you know
as
what
well.
you could do? You could just go.
I'm going to give it a go. It's not something I would choose. Mrs. Blot chose it.
I like a cheese patty as well.
actually alright. And I'm not a cheese lover. I like cheese on a pizza. Or if I have a, you know, a burger with a slice of cheese on. With a batter on, with having potato and onion in. It's actually not that bad.
I'm not.
No, I'm not a lover of it. It's not fantastic. But I thought that was going to be horrible. But it's not too bad. I don't think I would order it again.
See, I love cheese patties, but I don't think this is like, when you get a cheese patty, it's normally like fluffy, like butter. I don't know how to explain. It's like, this butter is a bit different than the patty.
There you go. Well, we've tried it. God loves a trier. I'll try anything once, as they say in the gay bars of San Francisco. Anything else to try? Mrs. Blot special, the old Cumberland sausage. Oh.
Right, come on then. Be saving for once in your life.
Double ender. Do you want that end or that end?
That end.
You like the knobbly end? Right. I'm going to try a bit on its own and then a bit in the gravy. Cumberland sausage. And you've seen Preston's already getting half of it. It was like that long.
I love the knob end.
Yeah, that is a quality sausage. Mrs. Blot's more of a sausage expert than me, so what do you think? Any good?
I prefer me Richmond sausages.
No
No,
chance.
it is. It's a nice sausage.
You've
Nice.
still got one more thing to try as well.
I know.
The old pickled Dr. Leg.
Tasty. Got a lot of taste in it.
Lovely. Very nice indeed.
It is nice, Bob. It's beautiful, but I prefer a battered sausage.
Yeah. But we are in Cumbria, so we thought we'd try the Cumberland sausage. Yeah, very nice. Keep that bit for tennis. What's funny about that? It's just a tiny bit. Here you go. Right, come on, Mrs. Blot, we need to wrap this up. We've waffled on for quite a while.
You mean you have?
Yeah, so Dr. Leg,
Oh, well, I got stuck into this.
get the old Dr. Leg out. Now, I love a boiled egg. I haven't tried a pickled egg since I was a kid. I think my nana got us one when I was little. And I didn't like it, I just pour us off them forever. What do you think?
I'm tried them, save me sausage.
What? That's horrible. Did you know how bad they were?
I've never tried one before.
Oh, you've got to try it. Have you had a little? Ah,
It just smells nice.
that is absolutely. That's revolting. Not like it's horrendous.
I'll have every sausage.
I've enjoyed everything. Even the cheese patty was decent, and I'm not a lover of cheese. And I've just ruined it at the end with that. Oh, I'm going to get some of this curry chip butty in my mouth. That was vile.
Can it be that bad?
It was disgusting. As soon as I tasted it, it was like.
Oh.
I'm back on safe ground now.
There you go.
Are you going to try it?
I don't got sausage. I just want to go away.
Sausage gobbler. Right, guys,
Right, over then.
go try that.
I'm going to quit drinking.
Sorry, Mandingos. And let Mrs. Blood try that Dr. Leg pickled egg, and then we'll wrap it up with the scores. I'm gonna have a couple of bites of this to get the taste of that out my mouth.
It just strong, isn't it?
Oh. Horrible, isn't it? Spit it in the take out.
Ah.
Can you drink a pop?
Nah, you have to wait. Oh.
Why are you cute? She's not laughing now, is she? She's not laughing now. Right, time to wrap the scores up. I'll give my score and then Mrs. Blot can give hers.
What's the drink?
Fish, tremendous. Chips, pretty good. Both pies for me, very nice. Battered sausage, Cumberland sausage, spot on. All sauces, as you'd expect. Even the cheese patty was okay. The egg, disgusting, but I'm not going to mark them down for that. I think Mrs. Blot picked that just for a laugh. Spring roll, nice, was a little bit spicy. Everything's spot on. I'm not going to get too carried away. Like I said, I'm a bit generous sometimes with these scores, but I'm still going to give it a big fat 9. It's a straight 9 out of 10 from this Mandingo. Mrs. B, what's your score?
Well, I'd say the fish and the chips, that was bang on. It was beautiful, nice batter. Spring roll, I like the spring roll, was nice. The pie, mince pie, was beautiful. The chicken pie wasn't 100% on. The patty, cheese patty, was a bit burnt on the bottom. But it was alright. What else did we have? The gravy was nice, the curry was lovely, all the sauces were nice. Pickled egg, oh that was spot on.
Cumberland sausage.
Cumberland sausage was lovely, battered sausage, 100% for that. I think that's it.
What's your score, Mrs. B?
What did you give it?
I'll give it a straight 9.
I'll give it 8.7. 8.7. Fish and chips was beautiful, don't get us wrong, but everything else was...
Okay.
Just, yeah.
So it's a 9 from me, and it's 8.7 from Mrs. B. That's an average score of 8.85. I think I'm getting that right this time. There you go, guys. That's the end of this week's takeaway review. Stick around, and we'll bring you back for a rum review. Oh yes, not a wasky, a world famous rum review. You better believe it.
That tastes in my mouth. Do you know what it is? That egg was the last egg.
Dennis, sell us your jawbone. Dennis, sell us your jawbone. Matron, it's the glove of self-love. Come on then, my man and woman friend sexuals. Time to show you a quick little whirlwind tour of this cottage we've been staying in. It's called 5 Bank End, and it's at Big Rig, just on the outskirts of Egremont. Matron. So you've got room for private parking there. Dennis is having a slash Gordon on my tyre. Plenty room for the Blotmobile. Let's have a quick look round the front. When it's light, you've got views over there onto the snow-capped mountains. Oh, you can see how cold it's been, guys. Yep, so there's a few houses in a row, but this is the one here that you can rent out. The very end one, number 5. Dennis, Denzel, Ernest, Howie, Dennis. Sorry guys, trying to get the dogs back. How are you? Dennis, come on. Good dogs, Howie. Good dogs. I'm getting them well trained already. No leaders, and they don't even run away. Right. So you've got your own little bit of garden here. Seat there. If you want to sit down and have a fag ash. Hey,
our Ashley. Well, I see our Ash. I see it. Well, I see our Ashley.
There you go, guys. Come on then, let's get inside and have a quick look. How are dogs? Come on. This is the thing when you're recording with dogs, you haven't got a clue what's going to happen. Come on then. Howie. Come on. One, I'm a plug missing. I'm a plug missing. Howie. Come on, son. Here he's here. Howie. He's here. Right, folks. Quickly through here. This is like your little washroom. I've got some skidamadidders on my unny bedundies down there. Underpants like a Japanese flag for Mrs. Blot to wash. Tumble dryer, washing machine. Quick look in here. Nice shower. Sink and toilet. Happy dingleberries. Nice. So we've got the kitchen here. Little table to sit down and do some munching Gladbach. Bin diesel, microwave, little fridge freezer. Everything you need. This is what we're having for the room review. Dead Man's Flingers. Stick around for that. Nice little cosy sitting room. Snout special for Ding Dang Does for me and Mrs. B. Log burner. Yes. Come on then, folks. Let's have a quick look upstairs. It's only got one bedroom, but the couch or the sofa, whatever you want to call it, in the sitting room folds out into a bed. That's where me and Mrs. B have been sleeping down there. We've let my son Preston have the one and only bedroom, but you've got this nice cool area here where you can chill out. Record player. Where are there? Loads of records in there, guys. We haven't done it this time. The last 2 years we're here. We're sat up with the music on, but we've just been sitting chilling downstairs in front of the log burner this time. Right, quick look in here, and it is going to be a quick look because my son is sitting right behind the door on his VR headset thingy-majiggy. I am technically minded. So there you go. That's the main bedroom. And that's it, folks. That's a quick whirlwind tour of this property. £55 dinkies a night if you book direct. Start again. £55 a night if you book direct. £60 dinkies if you book on bloken.com. There you go. When I bring you legends back, we will be doing the world famous Red Room review. Bicycles. Oh my god.
Oh, see.
Can it bloody
Look what
have
you've started.
2 minutes to yourself? How weird, man. Oh god.
Come on.
3 dogs for the price of 1. Oh yes, my money dingles. You know what time it is. It's not wasky time. It's a rum dingo time. And this is what me and Mrs. B have got this week. Dead Man's Flingers. Canny bought from us, from a lovely couple. Big fans of the Blot Door Show who go by the names of Paul and Hazel. Thank you very much, you two legends. It's the second time they've been kind enough to buy me a bottle of booze for a good old review ski. Dennis, what's the matter? Sellers, you come fierce. Look at them.
You want to taste it?
Come on then.
Let's go in.
Sellers, you come fierce, Dennis.
Come on.
Come on. Come on, Dennis. Sellers, you come fierce. Let's get there in there, Mrs. B. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'll let you have the first snifferoonie up your giant Nostradamus. What you getting? You tell me. Poor Dennis, you need a Tic Tac.
I can taste.
You can't.
I mean, I can smell. I can't taste, but I can smell. I can smell like tangerines.
Tangerines?
Like the skin of a tangerine.
Like the zest.
Yeah. Look at you with your words.
Oh yes, I'm zesty. I'm zesty even though I don't wear a vestie. Oh yes.
With it.
Here we go, guys.
Your turn. With
Give
big
me a
nostril.
snifferoonie. Ooh, for me it's more, it has got a fruity element, but I would say more like a dark dried fruit, and it's quite rich, isn't it? Yeah, it's quite rich, like a dark fruit. Yeah, but maybe a little bit of an orange thing. And like you said, I'm probably just being swayed because you've just said it, but
Do you know with your nose being as big as mine, you get yours right in the glass and you
Mine
can
will
smell
get
it. You can smell a bit more than me.
yeah, like a dark fruit, zesty, rich, and a little bit peppery. It's not like blow me cap off, but a little bit peppery. Have another little sniff then go, and then we'll start with the old taste-a-roonies. You get anything else? She's been bunged up with not man flu. She hasn't been as poorly as what we get, guys, but she's been bunged up with a little bit of just a mild cold all week. She's been playing on it, so her nose might be a bit blocked.
I don't know if I can get a bit vanilla.
The old vanilla
think-
ice. Yeah.
Let's get on with the tasting. Come on.
That's enough of the sniffing. Mrs. Blot's called it. Let's get on with the tasting. Rice cakes. Do you want me to go first on the tasting?
Come on.
Smooth. Cream pie. Sorry,
Creep.
creamy. Smooth. Creamy. Amazing. But yeah, like I said, it has got a rich, and like I said with the smelleroonies, the snifferoonies, it's rich, and it's for me a definite dark fruit, like like dried raisins, sultanas. That's what I'm getting. It's very nice. It's going down smooth as well. What's the matter, son? Like a good dog, aren't you?
This is quite. It's sweet. Do you think it's a bit of taste sweet? But then it's got like underlying bitter taste.
Sweet and bitter at exactly the same time.
Aye.
That Dennis, son.
Oh, that's nice. That.
Sorry, guys, about the dogs.
It is a bit peppery though. You can. I think it's got like a little tinge
It
of
has
pepper.
got a little bit of a kick. It's not overpowering, but it's just enough just to like warm the old chest it goes up.
I quite like that.
Dead man's flingers. This is made
Cornwall.
St. Ives in Cornwall, yeah.
How did I know that?
Well, you work behind the bar, don't you? It must just be in your brain. Cheers, guys. For me, is there the slightest little bit of like a pineapple? Like a pineapple mixed with the dark fruit, creamy, smooth. You said vanilla, didn't you?
I get vanilla taste. Vanilla, but then it's got like it's a hint of vanilla, but then it's a bit peppery.
There's definitely like a smooth vanilla in there. There is a little bit of pepper,
Can you taste that?
the old pepper pig. It'll probably be more spicy for you than it is for me, because I'm used to drinking the whiskies and the rums and the brandies every week on the Blot Outdoor Show. But now I've just give that a good swirl around the old gummy bears, and then and I can feel a little bit of a tingle on the old tongue dingo, if you know what I'm talking about.
Feels nice down the chest.
Why can't I just talk normal? It's like I've got like a mental illness
You're not a normal
of
person.
talking shite. I'm losing my marbles.
You done that years ago. I wouldn't want you to be normal.
No.
You are what you are.
What is normal? What is normal?
Everyone's different.
Everyone's different in their own way.
You definitely are different.
I am. I'm definitely am.
One of a kind.
I'm like, what are you getting? And we'll wrap this up, Mrs. B.
I've told you, vanilla
Vanilla.
with a hint of pepper.
Peppery.
But I don't know if I can. I think I can taste nutmeg. You know when I do my rice pudding and I put nutmeg on the top.
Aye.
I don't know if I can get a taste of that.
Well, I'm not going to bullshit the fansexuals because I don't really know what nutmeg tastes like. So I wouldn't just say it, but if you know what it tastes like and you can taste
Right,
it,
I always put it on top of my rice pudding when I cook my rice pudding.
I'll take your word
and
for
that's
it.
what the taste is.
Rice pudding. Go on, you have the last gobble. Yeah, I'm going to stick with what I've said. Thick, creamy, vanilla, dark fruit. Goes down so smooth. Maybe the tiniest little bit of pineapple. Just to add a little bit of like a Caribbean twist to it. The old Caribbean stallion. And
He's lost the plot
yeah.
now, boys.
It's quite nice.
What do you mean when you say it's thick? Like, what
It's
do you mean
like
thick?
a thick. So you know, if you get, you know, some of the whiskies I have sometimes, and you get the cheap and nasty ones, and it's got a taste of whiskey, but it just goes down like water, weak as piss. That's almost got a bit of a thickness to it. Like, you know, if you have, like, say, medicine.
Baileys. Baileys will be thick like me.
Aye, it's not as
thick like me.
thick like you. Aye. It's not as thick as Baileys, but you know when you have like medicine, cough medicine.
Yeah.
And it's got like a thickness to it, like a gluteiness to it. It's not as gloopy and thick as a medicine, not even like as much as a Baileys, but it's going down thick.
You lost us when you first says thick. Now it's just. Do you
There
know
you go.
what? You can get this in the it's the pink one.
Different versions.
And it is thick like Baileys. It's like a thick one and it's beautiful.
It's like a different version Van Dyke of the same type.
Aye, it's a bit thicker.
Right, I'll let you have your last taste of Rooney and I'll wrap the score dingoes up. So once again, a massive thank you to Paul and Hazel for Dead Man's Flingers from St Ives in Cornwall, Spice Rum Dingo.
I do like that.
I've really enjoyed it. I'm a whiskey man, but I am quite enjoying the rums and the brandies I've been doing lately. That's going to get a very steady, I'm going to give it a solid 8.2. Yeah, I'm going to give it an 8.2 out of 10 dingo, my Mandy Dingleberries. So
I'm gonna give it a 9.3. 9.3.
What?
Oh.
9.3.
9.3. Do you know what it
It's
is?
not even a whiskey.
I know I'm not a whiskey drinker, but rum, do you know that Dead Man's Finger, it's becoming popular. It's new, I don't know how long it's been out, but it's a popular one. Like, you can get it in a mango. You can get, who do you think you are? My God.
Why am some Tom Cruise?
But no, it's popular now. I don't think, see when we work in the pub, there's not many people buy a whiskey now. They're going for all these Dead Men Fingers and...
Dead Man's Fingers.
Dead Man,
Oh,
Dead Man's Fingers.
matron.
No.
Smell your ma.
No, but it is becoming popular.
Well,
We sell a lot of it.
just a few years ago, it was all the gins, wasn't it? It was all the gins. That was okay for me, because I've already got a
quite a
double
few
gin.
gins,
Do you know what I
haven't
mean? I've got more gins than a Chinese phone book. But, so the rums is becoming more popular now.
Yeah.
Whiskey will always be there. Others might come up and go down. The whiskies will always be top dog for me. But that is very nice.
It is nice.
And I'm going to give it... Did I say 8.2?
I'm not telling you.
I think I did. It was 8.2. 8.2. What are you giving it? 9.3.
9.3 for me.
So fantastic scores on
Isn't
this
my
week's
tipple.
rum review. There you go, guys. That's the end of this week's rum review. It has blew my cap off, literally. And you know what I'm talking about. This is serious rum tasting.
Talking about the rum, we've had it's been quite a nice holiday, isn't it? Like just chilling and
Absolutely chilled out.
really nice.
It's been our laziest holiday ever.
We've only had one
um,
takeaway, that was it. We had the takeaway review today, then we had a takeaway on Tuesday, that was...
So we only had one takeaway apart from the other one we had, so that's two.
We had the one in Preston, we had the one in Preston's favourite takeaway, the pizza shop,
Istanbul.
Istanbul, it's
Yeah,
his favourite
there's
place.
another takeaway down in Egremont called Istanbul. We did a review there last time we were here. We went there again a couple of days ago, and the food is fantastic, and the owners are they're like a lovely little tiny little family. They even do their own deliveries, don't they? They don't pay for
they do,
delivery
no.
driver. They do it all together. And they recognised us when they came to the door, and they said, "Oh, thank you for the because we give them a good score last time. They didn't know, they didn't realise we'd done that review for them. They'd noticed weeks and weeks later, someone must have told them. And the bloke said, oh, he says, I've got the video saved on my phone of the takeaway review. And they offered us a free meal, but we said, no, we don't want a free meal.
No, I take nothing for free.
We didn't do it because of that. We don't want a free meal off you. We popped in as well tonight while we were down in Egremont just to say hi. And he went, oh, what do you want to eat for free? We said, we don't want anything for free.
You
We're
take
just saying hello.
You take nothing off no one for free. Everyone's
I'll
struggling.
take a free tent. If there's any big community, there's any big companies out there want to offer us a free tent or a free e-bike, I'm your man. Send me your free tents and e-bikes. And if you're not happy about it, stop crying.
No, but you'd never ever take any like food or nothing for free.
Yeah, I'm only joking,
every
guys.
business is struggling, and do you know what I mean? The only reason Preston, I think he comes to get is to go to that takeaway, isn't it? Because it's only one he goes. But the fish and chips, he really enjoyed that night, didn't he?
Yeah.
He loved it. Anyway, I'm waffling. I'm doing to you. I'm waffling
You're
on.
doing me. You're doing a Blot. The Mrs. Blot outdoor show. We'll get Mrs. Blot to start her own channel. But just so we get her 1 million subscribers, we'll get her to do it like in a bikini and that. Do you know what I mean? We'll have her up to 1 million subscribers in no time. Anyway, guys, that's enough of us talking shite. That's the end of this week's Friday night video. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please give me and Mrs. B a big thumbs up. Leave a comment, it really does help the channel, and I'll see you in the next one. Enjoy the fans clips coming in a few seconds. Right. Oh, matron.
Go.
Oh, matron. Oh.
The glove of self-love.
Some Father Dougals for Christmas. Oh yes. And oh, matron. It's the glove of Christmas self-love. Oh.
Has anybody seen Dean? Ah! I found Dean! Dean!
You know, it's make total sense. My very nice.